triangle of water, energy and food security is an important element in the Nile Basin. Whereas the upstream countries from East Africa have the potential to exploit the Nile by generating hydropower dams, this is best done in cooperation with the downstream countries, which is captured in the theme for this year.
Water, energy, national challenges requiring transboundary solutions. We need to sit down together to avoid unilateral action on in utilization of a resource we all share. That's the theme. The nexus between water and energy has big challenges for transnational boundary resource, which must require a transboundary solution.
The new cooperative agreement is yet to be signed by Egypt. The British had given Egypt almost exclusive rights over the Nile in 1929. Professor Ephraim Kamuntu gives this perspective and why the pact needed to change.
With sovereignty, with independence, countries wanted to renegotiate these agreements to bring into picture the fact that you are now, sovereignty means equal status of states. And consequently, no one country would have a monopoly on this resource.
Governments in the region are working with civil society organizations to iron out any possible disagreements and give necessary information to ordinary citizens in the Nile Basin.
The Nile Basin discourse plays a very critical role of actually bringing together all the civil society organizations, consolidating their voice, their opinions, their feedbacks, and feeding it into the Nile Basin Initiative processes and programs. So the Nile Basin discourse attends all the Nile Basin Initiative governance meetings, and through these meetings they are able to give feedback about what are the opinions of the civil society and the communities, and in return they get a lot of very valuable information that they feed back to the communities and to the civil society organizations.
Riparian countries cooperate on regional generation transmission projects and go for power trade. Actually, they will benefit a lot, and they, one can say that the share of the pie of every nation could increase, because there is this economic of scale, like even in those countries who have high generation potentials, the demand may not pick so fast. So having this regional market will encourage large hydropower development.
Constant interaction and cooperation is what is required to avoid potential conflicts between riparian states. One of the ways of bringing the countries together is through joint transboundary projects that can benefit the people.
The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development of Uganda is working with other regional partners, especially under the Nile Basin Initiative, to try and link the countries in the region electrically. So we have come up with a program of the interconnection of the Nile Basin countries to have transmission, electricity transmission wires running from one country, crossing the boundary, and linking to the neighboring countries.
GWP message should be to request government, stakeholders, water users, energy users to address the challenges related to water and energy security through the integration of water and energy security through the planning and the budgeting processes. And of course, collaboration, because this issue have transboundary dimension. So the collaboration at the national transboundary level is really very important to address water and energy security issues.
The former United Nations Secretary General Boutros Ghali predicted that nations could potentially go to war not over oil or gas, but over transboundary water resource. Such a scenario is what the 11 countries that are in the Nile Basin are working hard to avoid.